Carried with care, created with pride, embraced in love, fly in glory. Freedom is not just a flame, it is an everlasting home. Nothing is more precious than independence and liberty. To be free is not just to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Freedom is a gift. It is the demand of the opportunist and also the oppressed. Freedom is the right to choose one's beliefs, one's way of life, one's destiny. Let the freedom reign and shine. Dear Creative, a very good morning and warm and pleasant greetings of Independence Day 2025. Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. The Mother India has been the most vibrant and colorful culture upon earth for many millennia now. She boasts a rich and diverse cultural heritage encompassing a vast area of traditions, arts, architecture, and philosophical thoughts. India has historically embraced the spirit of tolerance and coexistence, allowing various cultures and customs and flourish, while maintaining a sense and spirit of national unity. Thus, she retains a place of honor in the committee of great nations. It's time to reflect the cost of freedom and the values of democracy. Let's prepare ourselves to salute Mother India for all that she is for us. At this day of national pride and venerable gathering, we have the presence of most distinguished and accomplished chief guest, Padma Shri A.S. Kiran Kumar sir, with us. I request the parade commander, Captain Shri Gavi Kundala and troop to escort our chief guest with the guard of honor. May I also request our beloved founders to proceed towards the dais. Freedom is nothing but a chance to be better. Freedom not only asks our rights, it recognizes our responsibilities as well as our commitment that our destiny is bound together. Patriotism is like charity that begins at home. As we celebrate the day with a joy and fervor, we also need to pay tribute to all those who selflessly fought to gain this independence. Let us solemnize the vision, wisdom, glory, values, and ethos of India. Now, the college choir will recite Vande Mataram as an expression of our reverence to our beloved motherland.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Sasya Shamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Josna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Dhrumadhara Shobhini, Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
The mantra of Nation First is in the blood of every Indian. Independence Day is one such most perfect day to reignite the spirit of patriotism in the hearts and the minds of every Indian. At this blissful occasion of celebrations and exhilaration, we have Padma Shri A.S. Kiran Kumar sir, former Chairman of ISRO, amongst us as our today's chief guest. Shri Aluru Silin Kiran Kumar sir is a distinguished scientist of India. He was born on 22nd October 1952 at Hassan, Karnataka. Mr. Kiran Kumar sir is an alumnus of National College, Bangalore. He obtained his honors in physics from University of Bangalore in 1971 and master's degree in electronics in 1973 from the same university. Thereafter, he did his M.Tech in physical engineering from the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore in 1975. Shri Kiran Kumar sir began his career in ISRO by joining Space Application Center in 1975, and then he became its associate director and later the director. Shri Kiran Kumar sir has been steering the design, development and realization of payloads and application activities of Earth observation, communication, navigation, space science and planetary exploration. Sir was instrumental in involving the successful strategy for steering the Mars orbiter spacecraft towards the planet Mars. Shri Kiran Kumar sir is a recipient of many national and international laurels, including the Padma Shri Award conferred by President of India in 2014. He is also the recipient of International Academy of Astronautics laurels for Team Achievement Award for Cartosat and Chandrayaan-1. Sir is also honored with the Bhaskara Award of ISRS in 2007 and ISRO Performance Excellence Award 2008. Mr. Kiran Kumar has represented ISRO in international forums like World Meteorological Organization and Indo-US Joint Working Group on Civic Space Cooperation. He is the recipient of Gandhi Peace Prize in 2014 and also Rajyosava Award conferred by Government of Karnataka in 2015 for his tireless service to the field of science and space. It's truly a great honor to have such an eminent personality amongst us today as our chief guest. On behalf of Creative Pre-University College, I extend a hearty welcome to you, sir. Here we have the honorable presence of our beloved founders, Shri Ganapati Bhatt, Dr. Gannath Shetty, Shri Amrit Rai, Shri Adarsh MK, Shri Ashwath SL, and Shri Ganapati Bhatt KS. I extend a genial welcome to you all, sirs, for this patriotic occasion. A hearty welcome to our faculty members, non-teaching staff members, students, alumni, parents, media persons present here at this outset. Welcome one and all. For us, flag is more than just a cloth and colors. It is a universally recognized symbol for freedom and liberty. It is not just the history of our nation, but the signet of our ardent belongingness to this divine soil. The serene saffron, the vivid white, and the gracious green are our freedom's shield and hope. Now it's time for unfurling the tricolor. I, on behalf of Creative Education Foundation, request the cadet commander to solicit the guest of honor to hoist the national flag.
जनगणमनाधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभाशिष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा सदा शक्ति सरसाने वाला प्रेम सुधा बरसाने भूमिका तन मन सारा, झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा, झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा। शान न इसकी जाने पाए, चाहे जान भले ही जाए, विश्व विजय करके दिखलाए, तब होवे प्रण पूर्ण हमारा, झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा, झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा। आओ प्यारे वीरों आओ, देश धर्म पर बलि बलि जाओ, एक साथ सब मिलकर गाओ, प्यारा भारत देश हमारा, झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, विजयी विश्व तिरंगा प्यारा, झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, रहे हमारा, रहे हमारा।
May I now request our guest of honor and beloved founders to adore the homage and reverence to the great souls of our land, Mahatma Gandhi ji and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, through the floral tribute. August 15 is not just a day for celebration, but also a solemn occasion to honor the bravery and the dedication of those who laid down their lives for the nation's liberation.
मन से गुजरेगा, अल्फा कंपनी, गड़िया। जी हाँ श्रीमान। अल्फा कंपनी, सामने से, दिग्बाज से, स्कोर करेंगे, स्कोर सामने से।
15 August holds an everlasting place in our national memory because it was the day the sons and daughters of India have seen new hopes of life. Thus, it becomes an enthusiastic occasion of festivities. Proudly, today at this blissful occasion, as a part of our pride and privilege, we have the most accomplished guest for the day, Shri A.S. Kiran Kumar, sir. May I now request you, sir, to present the words of the day.
Good morning to all of you. Yeah, that's a good. So today we are celebrating the Independence Day of India. Which Independence Day? 79th Independence Day. So way back in 1947, India got its independence as a result of efforts of a large number of people who dedicated their lives to enable all of us. Today we are enjoying the fruits of independence. So you have, actually all of you are now able to study in an institution by name Creative Education Trust. Now, this ability of pursuing your studies in a place of your choice is what freedom. If you look back hundreds of years, actually India went through a period where its citizens did not have the opportunity to do what they wanted to do to grow the way they wanted to grow. And today, if you see independence, India started in 1947 at a very, you can say, low level in economic strength. And probably many of you are very clear, today India is among the top, which position in economic strength? Fourth. See, when we started in independence, we were probably way below 20th or 30th, hardly any capability. How did it all happen? How were we able to achieve what we have achieved today? It is because people like you, when they were young, when they got independence, and like your teachers here, they all started looking at what we should do in this country to make a difference. And probably you are also very familiar, the ability of a human being to survive and grow depends on using the capabilities they have and providing them opportunities to get education. So India had the privilege of great visionary scientists and administrators. So gradually, step by step, India started building its capability after hundreds of years of external rule. It started building its science, technology capabilities. There was one great visionary scientist we had by name Dr. Sarabhai, who was thinking at that time, how can we make use of a technology of going beyond Earth, going into space, make a difference to our country? Just to make the point clear, in 1957, first country to put an object into space, anybody is able to tell which is that country? One country put an object into space in 1957. And its name, anybody wants to take a guess? Sputnik. You have heard of Russia? Yeah, Russia was the first country to put an object into space called Sputnik. At that time, America and Russia were fighting with each other to demonstrate who is more capable, who is more stronger. Russia went ahead. They put Sputnik into orbit. Not only that, they put the first dog into space, first man into space, first woman into space. While this was going on, Americans felt, we are left behind, what should we do? They decided we will put a man on moon. By 1969, Americans put man on moon. But then India, like I said, 1957 is how many years into independence? Just 10 years after independence. The people were struggling to provide food, shelter, and education to its citizens. At that time, great visionary scientist Dr. Sarabhai looked at how can we make use of new technology. So what he did was, he made sure that India started working on space program, and the first rocket was put into space by India. Like many of you are familiar, do-it-yourself kits, assembling things. So India started its space program by assembling sounding rockets in the form of kits. And this happened in Tumba. Tumba is in Trivandrum. And from then it started, India's activity started. So gradually India started building its own. Why was it necessary to build space technology? You can imagine, if you want to communicate what you want to tell to the entire country. At that point of time, our country was 36 crore people. And if everybody has to get to know what is happening, normally process would have been, I tell something to 3 people, those 3 people in turn tell another 3 people. So like that, if you keep multiplying, you require almost 27 cycles by the time everybody gets to know. But if you put a satellite in orbit and send a signal, and through terrestrial tower, you can communicate to everybody. Today, you know, a small quarter-meter antenna on your rooftop with a set-top box, you are able to see a program on your television. This is called direct to home. India started doing this in 1975, using a satellite which Americans had built, and we borrowed it. Using that, in 2,400 villages, India conducted this experiment of giving information to those 2,400 villages. Starting with that, in fact, this year we are celebrating 50 years of completion of that experiment. It was the world's largest experiment conducted by anybody. And with that, India realized that if we want to reach the entire country, the quick way is through space. Similarly, if you look at from space, you can look at cloud motion, and through that weather monitoring. Cyclone, you can tell where the cyclone hits. For example, coastal regions like Mangalore or India has a 11,500 kilometer long coastline. Super cyclones, when it used to hit these coastal regions, it will take away lives of thousands of people. But today with space technology, we are able to tell well in advance where the cyclone will hit the coast. So as a result of that, disaster relief agencies evacuate people and save their lives. Today you will be happy to know, in India, even when super cyclones come, the number of deaths is only single digit, which used to be 15,000, 20,000 earlier. So similarly, if you look at, from space, you can look at what crops are grown, where to drill a bore well, or today, when you have friendly neighbors creating trouble, you can find out what is happening there by an orbiting satellite. And then, like you want to find out where you are, you can make use of navigation satellite. So all this, India started building, and you will also be very happy to know, India is the only country which started space program for non-military application. Otherwise, every other country did it for only military purpose. India, because it was trying to provide various solutions to its citizens, it started doing this. And you also know, when you look at the night sky, moon is there. So many people, like I said, in 1969, American landed on moon. But India also started looking at, can we reach moon? Can we reach Mars? Many times you may wonder why it is required. Probably you have heard that if you want to improve your competence, if you want to enable you to do more and more complex things, you should challenge yourself. You should try to do something which you are not capable of today. Then only you will go ahead. So similarly, India started. Though man had landed on moon, a number of probes had touched down the surface of the moon. In 2008, when India launched its Chandrayaan-1 satellite, people were wondering, what will we do? Already people have gone there. But you will be happy to know, it is this Chandrayaan-1 which discovered presence of water on moon. That means in science and technology, it is never too late. You can always do something which others have not done. You can show to them there is something more that can be done. Similarly, when India put its Mars orbiter into orbit, India became the first country in the world in its maiden attempt to put a satellite around Mars. Just if you have to appreciate how difficult it was, on 5th of November 2013, from Sriharikota, we launched our satellite, and the task cut out for the satellite was travel a distance of 60 crore kilometers over 10 months. At the end of 10 months, the satellite had to be, you imagine in space, a cube of 50 kilometers. If the satellite was not inside that, after traveling for 10 months and 60 crore kilometers, it would not have been possible for us to do the job of putting the satellite around Mars. And it had to be done precisely on a specific day and time. 2014, September 23rd, morning 7:30 a.m. To the second. If in that second, if it were not there, it would not have been possible. But then India showed that it is possible for us to do. Similarly, you saw on 23rd of August, 2 years back, 2023, India landed something on moon. Anybody wants to take a guess what it was? Which lander? Vikram lander. And which rover? Pragyan rover. So you can see India again became the first country in the world to reach this portion of the moon. So if you see in all this, what is it trying to show? And then gradually India built its capability of communication, broadcasting, and then providing education using satellite data, remote classes, and telemedicine. That means you can link a person in a remote island with a super specialty hospital like what you can see on your mobile. These were all done. So India constantly worked for solving its problem, and today where we have reached, like some of you pointed out, we are at number 4. By 2047, India wants to reach which position? Topmost. So if that position has to be reached, who has to work for it? Say again, who has to work for it? Yes, we have to work. Nobody else will come and help us do that. Correct? You have to work for it. And if we work, nothing is impossible. In fact, what you have got in Creative Education Society, these 7 founders like Saptarshis. You have heard of Saptarshis? Saptarushis? They were all torchbearers and directors, showing direction to the world. When you look at the sky, stars are there. So you have great Saptarshis trying to showcase to you how you should grow, how you should build your own capability, and how you should navigate your life so that India becomes number 1 by the time we reach 100 years of independence. Can I expect all of you will to work for this? Yes, sir. Wow, fantastic. Wish you all the very best. We'll talk more things later. On this occasion of 79th Independence Day, it gives me great pleasure to be part of you. In fact, seeing a beautiful campus here with all of you so neatly dressed, trimly dressed, and the naval group did a fantastic job, and all the Vande Mataram and the songs you sang, all of that are very inspiring. So let me compliment the Creative Education founders for the wonderful job they are doing, and let me wish every one of you a great success in your life, and through that a great success to our country. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for igniting our young minds with your reflective and inspiring words. Words make us wise, and the songs are the true advice. Now the choir will recite a patriotic pride song as respect to our Mother India at this momentous occasion. The students are requested to raise and wave the flags to the tunes of the song.
वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू, मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू, है वतन मेरे वतन, है वतन मेरे वतन। तू ही मेरी मंजिल है पहचान तुझी से, तू ही मेरी मंजिल है पहचान तुझी से, पहुँचूं मैं जहाँ भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तू, पहुँचूं मैं जहाँ भी मेरी बुनियाद रहे तू, है वतन मेरे वतन, है वतन मेरे वतन। पे कोई गम की आचान नहीं दूं, तुझ पे कोई गम की आचान नहीं दूं, कुर्बान मेरी जान तुझ पे शाद रहे तू, कुर्बान मेरी जान तुझ पे शाद रहे तू, ऐ वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, ऐ वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू, मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू, ऐ वतन मेरे वतन, ऐ वतन मेरे वतन, मेरे वतन, मेरे वतन, मेरे वतन, मेरे
proof of one's love to his nation. The real patriot lives his patriotism in everything he does. It's tranquil, steady dedication of lifetime. Hence, patriotism is a sense of responsibility. We need to be responsible for every act, every breath, whatever we do and don't. Peace, honesty, integrity, intelligence, and unity that make our country great and outstanding. With this tone of patriotic note, dear audience, we come to the end of celebrations of this Independence Day. I take this opportunity to express my earnest and ardent gratitude Padma Shri A.S. Kiran Kumar Sir, our chief guest for the day, for his gracious presence and inspiration. Thank you, sir. May I now request our beloved principal Vidwan Ganapati Bhatt Sir to present a memento to our chief guest as a token of our love and respect. Thank you, sirs. I express my sincere thanks to all our founders for their esteemed presence and support received to cherish this festivity today. Thank you, sirs. On behalf of Creative Education Foundation, I extend a hearty thanks to all the dignitaries, invitees, media persons, alumni, parents, students, and staff members for taking part in the celebrations. 79 years seems to have enough freedom, but we need to be more independent. Celebrations end, but patriotism never. Thank you one and all. Wishing you all once again a happy Independence Day 2025. Thank you. Jai Hind.